Yo, what up, everyone? Crypto Marxist, aka Bone Army, coming at ya. So, if you saw my last video, you saw that I discovered a message from Shibatoken, and that's on the Shib.io website. So, it's crazy because I've actually shown this particular um, part of the Shiba token web page because I like to read that. I've read the Bone, the Shib, and the Leash descriptions from here because I like how concise they are. Now, what's crazy about it is we knew that was tree, right? So let's go ahead and just quickly recap what happened with the other one, right? So if you guys recall, we went ahead and we went to, let's go ahead and come over here. So actually, if you haven't seen the video of the discovery for Shib.io, go ahead and check it out. But I'm gonna quickly recap this. So went ahead and discovered in the ecosystem part right here that there was, if you hit that, let me see. Yep. If you hit that, it takes you here. So it says Shib, Bone, Leash, Shiboshi's. Then there was two things here. I go through all that basically to discover that it's in Latin. The translation says it is important to take care of the patient, to be followed by the patient, but it will happen at such a time that there is a lot of work. So then there was an original message that I like more that actually states the pain itself is very important and it will be followed by the education of the student. But at the same time, it happens that there is a great deal of work and pain. Nice try, front runner. So I enjoy that one way more. So okay, all that to give you guys the rundown as to. So after I discovered that one, right, I was like, oh, wait, hold on. I kind of remember this blurry thing happening in the Shiba token. So I went ahead and I went back, and this is where it got a little tricky though, because on the when you come over here, let me make sure I'm showing you this. When you come over here, you can see this is treat right here. Okay, Bob. And then when you highlight this, it has this weird kind of language, right? So it kind of dissuades you. But what I did was I copied that. Okay. So I went ahead, I copied that, and it showed this right here. So I couldn't really see it. Okay. And of course, you know what? I was just thinking about this. If you are part of the Bone Army, I'm gonna ask you for a favor actually. I'm gonna need you to share this video because the last one was banger content, but because I'm not on other social medias other than YouTube, the distribution wasn't as wide. So I'm gonna need your help on this one. I normally don't ask. I ask you for likes, I ask you for comments, and you guys have been doing both. Appreciate you guys. My number's been going up on the subs. Appreciate that. But I need those shares. Appreciate that as well. All right, getting back into this. So when you copy and paste this right here, you can't even see it. Okay, so this was the first copy and paste. Then after that, what I did was I colored it in black to be able to read what that said. I took this and I said, okay, cool. This is a different language, right? So now we see that it's a type of message over here. So I said, okay, let me go ahead and take it to Google Translate. Okay. So I went ahead, went to Google Translate, and it picked up Aymara was detected, but it basically said the exact same thing. There was no translation. So I was like a little disappointed, but then I noticed that the Shib ecosystem, when it comes to the tokens, other than the Shiboshis, it has Shib, and I was like, and normally tickers are capitalized. So okay, so Shib, I'm like, okay, this is 4 letters. Leash was the second one. This is 5. Bone, this is 4. And treat, which is the next one, the fourth one, is 5. So starting with that, I took a wild guess and started to begin to decipher that. So how did I do that? I went ahead and copied the sentence, okay? And then I started to make a key. So I took the first part, which was the E tune, and made that Shib. Took the second part made it leash. The third part made it bone. Assumed this was and. Took this and actually I didn't assume that was and. Then I put treat. From that, I took the A from the M to put it right here on that first part. Took the N from um where did I take the N from? So that was N. So Z. No, so took the N from the Z. So see, this Z is N. So put the N there. And then I assumed this was the D because there was no P here that I could see. So then I was like, okay, so that was the beginning. So then I looked at the next word, which was an M. We already know that the M was an A. So I went ahead and put that there. And then we know that if this is leash, this X is actually an L. So this was a double X. So I went ahead and made that all. So all of a sudden it started to make sense. A message started to be decoded essentially. So this is what it kind of looked like. I took the A equals O because we saw that in bone, the A was O, but put that there. The B equaled P because and that was actually eventually once I started to decode everything, some other letters started to emerge to the point that D equaled R, E equaled S. That we were able to get from this first one. F, T, able to get that. What about the D? So D from here. So other than the P, um, everything else, these first we're able to get from this starting block of the decipherment. All right. So moving on, the next thing I did was I went ahead and piece by piece started to incorporate the newly discovered letters. And actually, I don't know if you can see this. Let me see how it looks on. I don't know if you can see this, but basically, I did it. I did it in paper first because I didn't even know what I was discovering at first. But to be honest, in my opinion, this is one of the most bullish statements that Ryoshi has ever stated. And then I went ahead and did further research, actually, and I discovered one other thing that this statement, which really does encapsulate his vision, actually comes from somewhere. So let's go ahead and just go into it, man. Because, like I said, there's a reason why I didn't um, release the video because I actually wanted to do a clear, edited version of it because I'm learning how to edit. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that. I did learn how to edit a little bit, but I wanted to release this yesterday, and I know some of the Bone Army was also anxiously waiting for this. So without any further ado, what message? What is Ryoshi's vision? Because what this message actually is, it's Ryoshi's vision. And it says this: my vision is the core ecosystem tokens, Shib, Leash, Bone, and Treat, all performing their utility, while she slowly but surely becomes the immutable, globalized exchange of value. Okay, so if you don't understand or this doesn't make sense to you, let me go ahead and just break this down. What Ryoshi's vision is that the ecosystem, which is Shib, a form of payment and a form of fighting inflation, as I see it. Leash, the metaverse token. Don't forget, every single one of these tokens has utility. Leash is the metaverse token. Shib actually will be utilized in the metaverse to put pictures up. Bone is the gas token for the upcoming layer 2 Shibarium, and Treat is the reward token. Of course, Shiboshi's is the first NFT collection. That being said, so he's saying that these tokens working, all of these 4 tokens performing their utility, while the 5th token, which is slated to be a stable token pegged to a cent, pegged to 1 penny. So far, things are changing. We don't know exactly what the final stage is going to be, but so far it's pegged to a penny. While she slowly but surely becomes, and this is the key, eh, the immutable, globalized exchange of value. In other words, what Shib is saying is this: forget Bitcoin, forget your dollars, forget any medium of exchange. The globalized exchange of value will be she, and that is the ultimate goal. That this is a decentralized blockchain that's able to function on its own. All of the tokens functioning with their utility, performing at a high level with the key to everything else, which is a stable coin, basically the foundation of the entire ecosystem, honestly, because she started out, it's like the community token. You got Bone being the, well, I mean, she and Sheeb are like, will be like the back. The entire system is so perfectly crafted that it's here. I even wrote it under here, okay? And this is what it says: Ryoshi's vision deciphered by yours truly. My vision is the core ecosystem. Don't forget, the core ecosystem is the 4 tokens. Okay, Sheep, Leash, Bone, and Tree, all performing their utility, while she slowly but surely becomes the immutable, globalized exchange of value. Okay, so when we're talking about exchange, we're talking what this vision entails is this is a $1 trillion vision. In other words, not, and in fact, where does this come from? Okay, because see, I'm gonna bring this full circle to you guys. All right, because first of all, here, let's go back. I want to see something right here. Okay, hold up. Yeah, let me swing back over here. So first off, right, that I discovered that was Ryoshi's vision. So I started looking for Ryoshi's through Ryoshi's archives. Okay, and then I wanted to see what he said about she. So he said, she, the global exchange of value for plebes. She is an, and at this point, she was slated to be an algorithmic stable coin. Okay, like what's that? The most famous one that uh I guess the most famous collapsed one is UST, right? The Terra dollar. But anyways, the point is that these tokens are they're not really backed per se by a hard commodity or a currency. They're able to be manipulated based on how many tokens they have, so it can increase. So that's not really what we want, honestly. But at this point, this is what they were talking about. And it says she is a global stable that that all coin that always pegs to 1 cent. We imagine this will want to be launched after the Shibarium has established, but can also launch before on Ethereum network and bridge over, of course. The exact structure for She is still up for debate. The most direct way is to make it a synth, like done with UMA, SNX, and DAI, or with DAI, in which some collateral is locked up in order to mint She that always pushes it back to 1 cent. The other way to go about it is to study the Frax model, which is fractional reserve and has a catcher coin to absorb the fluctuations in value to help maintain the peg. Which way is better, or is there another way? I'm not sure. These are just starting seeds of ideas. Whatever it is, it needs to be built with care, not to rely on third party oracles. And that's what we're doing, right? As the Sheep Army, we're waiting for the Oracle of Oracles to come out to be able to not rely on these third-party oracles. Why not? Because they're controlled, they're centralized. They need to be built to be fully contained, perpetual, and autonomous. My feeling about Chainlink is about the same as my feelings on Matic. The end goal is that she, operating both on Ethereum and the Shibarium, becomes a global stable currency that plebes across countries are able to use as both a store of value and method of payment. This is a challenge that I don't know the exact answer for, but with the big brain power of the Shiba army, the answer will be revealed, built, donated to the community, and properly decentralized. If someone wants to put together a group with big brain power to work out the process of she, feel free to start a group and add me. All right, so that's one part. Okay, so then let's go to what Shaitoshi said. So Shaitoshi said our stable coin. Needless to say, she is a concern after watching other tokens collapse and billions in dollars get wiped off the market completely. Poof, woof. So as for she, we've seen independent development from a group of developers in our decentralized network. They've submitted a version of she that seems to avoid the issues found in other moonshots, while allowing she to be used to counter and balance payments that need to be done without market fluctuations. This will be an experimental protocol, like everything decentralized that Shib does, and a more detailed and complex set of information will be released about this token as it is finalized. Bearing no insane issues, this should be released in 2022. I don't know if anything else was released. I looked, I wasn't able to find anything, but I did want to, at the very end, hit you guys with this right here of what Ryoshi said. Okay, so it says, so he said, this is just the beginning. Blockchain belongs to us. And as the Shiba army, we are an organic organism greater than any one man, movement, or even nation state. So I want you guys to understand when he's talking about that, the Shiba Inu economy is already bigger in terms of market cap than what some countries are able to garner. Okay, think about that. Okay, we're talking about Shiba Inu at one point was at a $40 billion market cap. Okay, and we're only at the beginning. Okay, so when he says that we are an organic organism greater than any one man, movement, or even nation state, that's a very true statement. As our own movement, it is critical to implement the above ideas in a proper way to set the proper financial foundations for the future. And then look at this. Look at this right here. Does this look familiar? My vision is the core ecosystem tokens. Shib, Leash, Bone, and Treat all performing their utility, while she slowly but surely becomes the immutable globalized exchange of value. In other words, the last message that Ryoshi gave us was hidden in the Shibatoken. Okay? But then there's more detail here that might add to what the concept and his ultimate vision was or and is and will be. Imagine a fish market vendor in Derbs, right? Accepting 330 shi, that's $3.30, for his Dorado, that's fish. Or, of course, transaction fees will be minimal, none when run on the Shibarium. I give you this end vision. Now build towards it. Love always. Ryoshi. So I just wanted to bring that full circle to you guys on how this vision right here, this last part, my vision, and he told us what it was, and then it was Easter egged essentially on this page, the Shibatoken page, okay, which is a great page as well. Talked about Shibarium's public beta, the Certic audit, Shiba Swap, Shibarium network, Shiboshi, Shib, the metaverse, Shiba eternity, and community initiatives where people could fill out their intake forms, which are now closed. But you guys know I actually have this as a thumbnail in a couple of my videos, and I never really took the time to fully delve into it. But now that we know that what it says or what it will say, spoiler alert, decipher for you guys. So with that said, crypto Marxist, aka Bone Army, coming at you. I hope it was worth the wait. So basically, Ryoshi's vision, okay, and I like that he's reiterating it in there in the Shibatoken under tree, is that all these tokens, all 4 tokens, Shib, Bone, Leash, and Tree, all fulfill their utility. And once they're performing their utility like they should, functioning, creating the core ecosystem as he explained, then you have she basically holding it down. Okay, it will basically be like the floor, because the floor will be 1 cent. Think about that. Okay, like that is, now there'll be some stability in a very unstable um, cryptocurrency market. Okay, so a lot of these stable coins like USDT, USDC, BUSD, maybe even Binance will switch to She, because they're having trouble with their stable coins, because of the whole SEC attacking them and stuff. So think about that. I mean, that right there would be billions of dollars instantly into She. So with that said, once again, here, let me go ahead and just put this up for you guys, man, because this was the whole point of the video right here, Ryoshi's vision. So in case you guys heard of Ryoshi's vision, didn't know exactly what it was, reiterated perfectly in the Shibatoken website, ciphered, decoded like a little Easter egg. You guys know now the process that I undertook to figure out what it said. So, or what it will say. I don't know if they're going to change it now. So go ahead and do me a favor. Share this, tag Lucy Shib if you can. If you made it this far, just, I don't even want you to comment, don't like, just go ahead and share this video so we can get this out. The point of this being is, this statement was done so long ago that looking at it now, it clearly states that this right here is going to be a $1 trillion project. Okay, this is perhaps one of the most bullish statements that has ever been uttered. And in regards to the Shiba Inu ecosystem, of course, I mean, Ryoshi, the GOAT, respect to everyone involved, but goddamn, this right here basically encapsulates everything that we want. Okay, and as the ecosystem expands with the partnerships like Bad Idea AI, Unification, the Shiba Cows, the Shiba Hub, the Shiboshis, Shiba Swap, okay, and honestly, other partners that I see on the side on this channel, I only talk about the official partners, but I see you guys on the side. I see Frog Soup and all that good stuff. So with that said, Crypto Marxist, aka Bone Army, appreciate you guys for spending this time. Appreciate you guys for hounding me too on the comments, like, yo, what's going on? You said you were gonna release it. Like I said, I wanted to release it with the edited version. Wasn't able to because I still do not know how to edit. But I did look at a couple YouTube videos, and I'm kind of a quick learner. So, but I'm really picky though. So I'm noticing that there's a lot of work for these videos to look professional. That being said, I will be hitting you guys with another one on how to get free bone. And actually, this isn't capped. So it might not be the next one, but I'm actually going through that process and checking it out. And it does actually work. It's a minimal amount, it takes a long time to build. But this one right here, Ryoshi Vision, my vision is the core ecosystem token, Shib, Leash, Bone, and Treat, all performing their utility, while she slowly but surely becomes the immutable, globalized exchange of value. Deciphered for you guys. So appreciate you guys. If you made it this far, of course, you already know what to do. Like I said, I never really asked you guys to do much besides the like and comment, but go ahead and share this thing. Tag Lucy Sheeb if you haven't. Go ahead and get to that. Bone Army, appreciate you. You already know Crypto Marxist, aka Bone Army. I'm Bone Army. You are Bone Army. We are Bone Army. I'll go ahead and tag the other site, Deciphered, or the other hidden message in Shib.io in one of these, and don't forget to sub to the left over here. And I'm out. Peace.